Oh, okay, we're back with birds with badges. Nerds with badges, and
Nerds with bitches.
no, that's the other show that you are doing.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I respect women. I didn't mean.
Yeah, that's the show that you're doing.
I was repeating what he said.
It's not even a spin-off. It's
Not
just
sexist.
it doesn't even exist. It's just like in the multiverse somewhere, you know, where.
Yeah, my Charlie Murphy. I love bitches.
Okay, so I was asking you guys some questions about security. Like, have you ever played a video game or read a comic book about a superhero protagonist, or seen a movie about a security guard protagonist?
Yeah. Paul Blart.
What movie?
Paul Blart.
Oh my God, that's you guys. Y'all had to just go to like
Observe and report.
Yeah.
He's not a superhero, but I mean, you know, he is a security guard.
Is that your favorite movie with a security guard in it?
I feel like there's like late night like indie movies where it's like older action star, like I don't know what's his
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
I love that movie. It was just called Security.
Oh, okay.
This is a dumb title. I mean, he was the little girl ran in the store because people were trying to kill her or whatever.
Liam Neeson taking security.
He wasn't a he was like a.
I mean, national security. So. He was like CIA, like when he was talking with his boys, like, you remember that one time where, you know, you were supposed to show up and you didn't, 'cause, you know, his daughter's birthday and shit, and then they sent him to Alaska, some station in Alaska because.
I thought he was like protecting like this pop star at one point in the movie.
That was just the job that he got through to his buddies.
Oh, got it.
There was a movie I saw recently about some people that were security guards and like I think vampires or zombies or something. It was a comedy though, but it was actually pretty good. I think it was a night watch or night guard or something, a night shift I think it was. But it was like a comedy though.
Night at the museum.
Oh my God!
He's not a superhero, but he can talk to the exhibit.
That's your favorite movie about a security guard?
I actually had the book. When that movie came out, I got the book when I was a kid. I think I was like 9 years old or something like that.
Was that Ben Stiller or was that?
Ben Stiller, yeah.
Didn't they make a part 2 that wasn't that good?
It was like, except this one, it was like, I think aviation museum. He met Amelia Earhart and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yes. I didn't see the movie, but this is just what I heard, I think. Yeah.
All right, so what is well, I think you told me that story the last time about the guy that you got into it with in the parking lot, was it? Or somebody did something crazy?
Yeah, the dude that was in the store and
yeah, I mean, what's the funniest thing that's happened to you as a security guard? The funniest
thing?
Yeah.
I can't say too much has been funny.
Nobody showed up naked and or.
No, but when I was working at the bookstore one time, the safe on the bottom floor in the children's section, there were two fine ladies, just getting a couple of snapshots and whatnot. Typically, you have to pay, to do any kind of shoot, outside of just snapping random pictures and whatnot. But I do believe at one moment I was watching them on the cameras and one of them kind of changed out of something for a second. So yeah. Seen that a couple of times actually. There's one other time where random flashings and whatnot. Yeah. It's always fun.
What's your biggest mess up as a security guard?
No comment. I'll keep those to myself.
Ooh! Oh my God! Is it that bad?
I got one where the ticket machine, where people get their tickets validated, it wasn't working, And as everyone at the branch has like a key to fix it, open up the machine and get it to work. And I was new and I didn't know how to do it. So basically, like a line of cars just couldn't get out of the garage, and everyone was. I was there by myself. It was an overnight shift. I think I was like 21 years old.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
Scary. Angry people, some people drunk. Yeah.
And what happened?
I think I eventually got it to work. I think I called someone or like read a manual or something. But yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And people sitting there waiting for you to.
People waiting for you to figure it out. Some people getting out the car like, hey, what the hell's going on? It's scary time.
I got one.
Yeah.
I actually, I had a chick spit in my face.
Oh, really?
D.
So, she had come into the store once earlier in the day and just caught a bad vibe off of her anyway. One of my coworkers said they had seen her, just down the street kind of wilding out and whatnot. Like after that, she comes back into the store and is asking me if, charge her phone or whatnot. I'm like, I can't do anything for you. So she's just standing there for a second, and I guess part of what I noticed too is like this weird fucking smile on her face. I've seen this on other people as well. That's all. It was kind of unnerving. And so she's right there at the doorway, and someone else is coming in, and then she starts having a hissy fit, talking about don't touch me, this, that, and the other. And I'm just trying to sit there and remain calm. I'm just like, okay, ma'am, you can leave now. Just step outside the door, step on past the door and everything. And she just kept going off and talking about don't touch me, don't do this, no one's touching you, man. And at that point I get up out of my seat, try to give them enough time, but it's like, I have to raise up out of my chair to get you to leave. And, it's just a matter of kind of walking her down and walking her out or whatnot. And so she's freaking out like, don't touch me, I'm not touching you, I just need you to be outside. Act like this. She finally makes her way outside. She says one more thing, and all of a sudden I hear,
damn.
And I saw it fly right past me. And as soon as it flew right past me, I was right after her. And yeah.
And then what happened?
She got held up trying to cross the street because there were cars coming and everything. So I grabbed a hold of her and I cold cocked her one good time, and I walked back in.
Damn.
Yeah.
So she missed you with the projectile.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was the first time it happened. It happened one other time too.
Did they get you that time?
No, but they came easy. I actually had my back turned and I didn't realize it. We were doing crowd control outside for an event. Lady was just kind of, coming up for customers, and I was like, you need to leave the customers alone or whatnot. Man, you think you special, this, that, and the other. And so I turned my back and whatnot, and all of a sudden I hear, and I see it just end up on the door right next. I'm looking dead at it. I'm like, this, not again. Of course, when she started walking away, I walked up behind her, and yeah, I don't.
Then what happened?
Gave her a real quick gut check, and next thing you know, there was.
You gave her a gut check?
Yeah. Next thing you know, there's his brother right there. He's like, man, you can't be hitting old ladies like that. And I just kind of looked at him, and I'm like, yo, I'm ready to go. Like, I was at the point where it's like, you can't say anything. Yeah. It's like, I'm not even gonna sit here and defend myself. I'm just sitting there looking at him like, okay, he was about a good 6'5", I mean, he was like lean, but if you had seen what was going on and whatnot, you can't even accept the fact that brother trying to do a damn job, and that includes like having to talk to folks that look like me, but ain't, that aren't as well off. I mean, they may not have it all there, just down on their phone. So yeah, that was one of the worst. I got several. Those are
We'll save that for the next episode. What are you doing with your music nowadays? Were you working on
honestly,
something recently, or?
Yeah, just working on something, just getting back out there, I guess, and networking with folks and seeing what's out there. Other than that, just getting back to writing more than anything. Just being able to have the time and take the time to kind of sit, look through what all I have right now, where I can finish it up. I mean, there's a couple I can finish up, pretty easily.
Score some films, man. You could score some movies or something,
I mean, that would just be instrumental. So I don't even have any limit or anything like that.
But you got beats and all that, right?
The beats I get are from people that I talk to. I mean, I would, not that I couldn't make my own, but again, I'd have to have I don't have the software or anything, or even just access to a studio to where, I can sit at an instrument and kind of bang out whatever and kind of piece it together from there.
What kind of computer you got?
I don't.
You don't have a computer?
This is my computer as it stands right now. So,
Man, you got to get you a laptop.
I mean, I had one at one point, but it crashed. So,
Is it you still got it, or you threw it out?
I mean, I still got it, but I guess what it would take to kind of crack everything open and figure out what all is still there and what can be retrieved is
Well, what is it doing?
nothing. I caught a virus and it was like ransomware or something. And just never able to get it situated.
How long ago was that?
Yeah. About 8 years ago?
Oh my God! You've been without a computer for 8 years?
Yeah, I've had a smartphone.
Oh, man, you gotta get you a laptop. You gotta work.
Among other things, I live a minimalist lifestyle at this point. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, we gotta.
At some point, I'll eventually, I'll probably end up getting one or trying.
Cause you can do music on your. I mean, I got this little. I bought this $130 tablet hybrid thing. But I mean, they got all like kinds of free software that you can run.
I don't know. I'm old school like that. Just give me
Yeah.
the studio.
Yeah, man, you got a studio though. You can do stuff with your phone too, though. You actually can do stuff. You can get a keyboard for your phone.
I'd much rather not.
I'm just saying,
I keep
just
it real simple on my phone as far as like all that, and just not trying to have my phone pulling all kinds of different duties for other things that, quite frankly, folks just don't. It's different, I mean, whereas, anybody can sit there and kind of do it all themselves for the most part. Like there's still a collective element to, even making music or whatnot. It doesn't really mean much until someone hears it, someone likes it enough to be able to, use whatever resources they have to even just get it out there for someone that, has been doing it by themselves. Whereas with like a band or, me as a writer and working with a producer or whatnot, just to be able to sit, even spitball stuff in regards to working on tracks. And, while it's being recorded and everything, so, and even with me doing my music, I want people to be involved. There's a need on some level because I've done enough by myself in regards to writing. I haven't really had a chance to do much as far as officially producing anything, but even just like writing music or whatnot, anything that just kind of comes to my head at any given moment. So, yeah, I would much rather prefer sitting with somebody and talking about some of these things. Get someone who knows what they're doing on the engineering recording side and just take it from there. It's pretty simple, especially where it's simple enough with what I give it that there's no singing involved more than anything. Like there's still breathing, there's still vocal techniques and whatnot, where put forth the sound and be able to speak in time with the beat.
Who inspires you musically?
There's too many people to name.
Well, like as far as what you want to do.
as far as what I want to do.
Yeah.
Again, it's too many people to name. I've never, until I decided to do it, I never thought I never saw myself as wanting to be a rapper, MC. So it's just something that the skills that are involved with it, people always ask me like, well, what am I gonna need, when they're in school, what am I gonna need this for? What am I gonna need that for? It's like some of your favorite rappers kind of, at least the good ones anyway, worth their weight in rhyming, they understand, those concepts. They may not necessarily know all the names to them, but they do it all the time. And, it makes for some good lyrics. It's more than just putting a rhyme together, putting words that rhyme together. Being able to tell a story, convey a message, put people in a particular moment, open them up to a world that I guess most people are only familiar with in like movies and stuff.
What was the last rap that you actually bought? The last rap record that you actually purchased?
Last rap record that I actually purchased?
Mm-hmm. MP3 too.
Nah, I always bought hard copies, so. Ooh, damn. What's the last one? So many of them. I know the last thing I finished listening to was some new Pharoah Monch. But as far as having bought anything, I can't remember.
Did he put out something within the last 2 years?
Yeah.
Because I bought one of his off of Bandcamp. Because a lot of people put their stuff on Bandcamp now. I guess they get all the money from it, as opposed to
that one was PTSD. That was.
It's like I think he's got on like it's like a white cover and he's got like a yellow shirt on or something. I gotta look back at
He's
my.
wearing a gas mask with a gun to his head.
No.
It's not that one. Okay, that one is PTSD.
Okay, maybe. Okay, I didn't know he put out.
The one I just found out about is he's got a rock band too.
Really?
Yeah. The name of the rock band is 13, and I think the title of the album is A Great Day for Exorcism, and it's a whole lot of rock and roll. The beats are rock and roll based and everything.
You know Eric Robertson?
Yeah.
He has a track with him on his album, the one that I got. That was the last one I bought. So I don't know the name of it. I just remember that track because there's a song. I guess he's singing about a lesbian or something because he says she's in love with. She gave up on guys or something because she. It's an interesting song though.
Wow.
Yeah, it's about a girl who gave up on dating guys and now she's only dating women. What do you ever heard of a guy called? I know you heard it. If you know about Eric Robertson, I know you heard of Tall Black Guy. Really?
Not outside of when we last talked, but not so outside of whatever you told me.
So you know Fonte, right? Yeah, they were in the same circle. All those guys were in the same circle because he was with Little Brother, right? Yeah, and Foreign Exchange, that's the group that they have, which is like Earth, Wind, and Fire. When you see them all come up on the stage, there's like 20 people. Yeah, I mean, because you got people like Bilal and Fonte, of course, and Moonchild works with them a lot. You know Moonchild? They're like neo soul, but they're white. It's like a white lady with red hair named Amber and two white guys. But if you hear them singing, you'll be thinking, is this Erykah Badu and and Solange and like Jill Scott? I mean, because they give it to you, almost like Brand New Heavy's kind of like, but more like more low tempo stuff. But yeah, they have a definite sound. They have a real. But anyway, I'm trying to think of another artist that you might know of that hangs out with Foreign Exchange. Gosh, I said Bilal already. Damn it, there's another guy. Lord have mercy. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. Ugh. But it's all that neo soul. They all But anyway, you gotta check out Tall Black Guy, man. Check out some of his mixtapes. He's got a lot of mixtapes on YouTube. Amazing stuff. He did some mixes of some popular songs too, like Michael Jackson, Thriller, and pretty amazing stuff. He puts out an album like every year. He used to be a mortician. He's from Detroit.
Wow.
Yeah, he's from Detroit. Started out DJing and now he's producing stuff. Yeah. What was the last? I gotta ask y'all this, of course. What was the last video game? What was the last video game that you played?
Probably Spider-Man 2 for PS2.
Oh.
I like playing the classics. The last new video game I played was probably WWE 2K22 or Resident Evil Village.
And what are your thoughts? How do you feel about these games? What is your 2 cents?
I really like Resident Evil Village. I told you this before. I hate puzzles. I hate having to use my brain.
Yeah, I mean,
to
God
figure
forbid
out.
they actually want you to think. I mean, like,
I hate it. I don't like
really,
it.
how
Like-
dare they? What are they
like,
thinking?
I love God of War games, and I've beat a lot of God of War games, but I hate the levels where you have to solve like a riddle or a puzzle or move this giant box, then go under this lever. And yeah, I just hate that. Like, I just want a clear path. I just want to run through a bunch of villains and job guys and just, So yeah, but no, I love Resident Evil Village.
Did you know that they're doing a 3D, they're doing a virtual reality version of Village?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get that.
Well, that's what Sony's pushing now. Sony's really pushing VR, man. They're doing it with they're really pushing VR. They're investing a lot of money in the technology.
VR it's
I just can't get with VR, man. I just.
Have you played? I played a Spider-Man VR about 5 years ago. It was a Spider-Man game, and it felt so real. Like you put on the glasses, and it really feels like you're on top of a building fighting the Vulture. Like it felt real. Like I felt like if I fell off this building, I would actually die. Like I can't use any other word to describe it besides real.
You got a PlayStation 4, right?
Yeah.
I have the VR, man. I mean, I bought it. I bought the VR, and I used it one time, and I never used it again.
Why?
I didn't really like it.
You didn't feel immersed into this digital world?
I mean, it's all right. It just there's so many damn wires, and it took me like an hour to hook it up, and just.
Well, you're missing out, man. The VR is, at least the PlayStation VR. I haven't played the other VRs, but that Spider-Man game felt like I was in another reality. Yeah.
Well, you want to use it? You want to use the VR that I have?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't trust you, man, because I gave you a damn Xbox and you didn't use it. You just put that damn thing in the closet somewhere and just
I used it. I beat Gears of War.
Freaking 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I'm not much of a game.
Yeah. What about you? What about you? I'm mad at you because I don't. You didn't. What's the last video game you played?
It's one of the recent Call of Duty games. I did it over a friend's house. I was just like, I'll get down on some zombies.
Yeah, that's the only thing about Call of Duty that I really like is the zombie mode. I don't know why.
I'm a modern warfare guy. I love it when they do modern warfare, like in Afghanistan or wherever, like modern war. I don't know.
Wasn't there a controversial part in that game when you had to go in the airport and like?
And
wasn't
the second one in 2009.
You remember? You know what? There was a part where you actually are in the airport and you're like just mowing down people.
Yeah.
And they cut it out of the game. Actually, well, you had the option if you didn't want to play that level, you could skip it.
Wow.
Because you have to. The bad guys, they basically force you to do that to prove your loyalty.
Oh, wow.
So you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but if you don't, they kill you. But even if you do it, they still kill you because they know that you're an undercover cop.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like you think after everything's over, y'all gonna get in the van and take off, but as soon as everybody else gets in the van, and when you're about to get in the van, they just shoot you in the head and kill you.
Yeah.
So that's why they say you don't have to say yes or no. It won't affect the story if you say yes or no. It won't. Yeah, because either way you're gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I like that. I mean, I don't like doing that, but like.
And I think that was just to build controversy because controversy makes people. Well, what's this? So I'm curious. What makes
it
so?
It was a level that it made you feel like that was a very emotionally gripping level. You have to do something that's horrible. That's
Yeah, and moral of the story is you still get killed anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, the Modern Warfare games are great.
What was the very first video games that you guys ever remember playing? The very first.
Probably Mario.
Yeah.
Like a Mario, Super Mario, like from like way back when, the 80s or something.
Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers.
Donkey Kong? Was it?
Yeah, anything with Mario and Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
You know, like the old school ones where, you know, you got to get up to Donkey Kong and, you know, toss some barrels and shit.
You know they're doing a Nintendo Land at Universal this year, right? It's
Really?
either this year or next year. Yeah, the
that sounds-
Nintendo Land Hollywood or something. They're gonna call it. It was supposed to actually open last year, but for some reason they decided not. They pushed the release back.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. They already have it in Japan. I think they already have it in Japan. But they had a Godzilla museum in Japan, man. I want to go to Japan one day, man. I mean, that's like one of my missions. That's one of my missions. I heard it's expensive though. I mean,
I'd imagine.
it's probably like you probably want to save up about a good anywhere from like $6,000 to $10,000 if you're gonna plan something like that.
Just to visit.
And buy your tickets in advance so you can get a good deal. And probably make friends with somebody that lives over there so you won't be like, you speak the English, you know, when you're walking around, you won't even know how to ask for directions or nothing. You better make you some friends so you have someone that you're like a tour guide or something.
Show them your shirt.
What?
Isn't that Japanese calligraphy on your shirt?
That's just Riptor. I think it's
Raptor.
It's just his name. They just made it look like it's
And he's wearing a Japanese flag, holding Japanese flag.
Yeah, but that just says Raptor.
Nice.
Oh, are you interviewing me now?
Yeah, what I interviewed. So, what was your first video game?
Jeez. I feel like it might have been my earliest memories of playing video games is using an Atari controller to play this game called Combat. With the tanks.
Okay.
And then I think there was a moment you had to bounce the ball around or something.
I don't.
And the controllers were weird round little things. You know, they had like a round
Arkanoid?
Huh?
Arkanoid?
No, I remember playing Arkanoid because my cousin had ColecoVision, and I think there was a round kind of ball thing, and you had was that Centipede or Millipede? Yeah, I think Combat is like my earliest. I remember playing Combat and Berserk.
I think I've heard of Berserk.
Berserk was a big head that looked like Pac-Man, and it was real simple graphics. It was a big round head with an arrow, like he was holding a bow and arrow or something. Damn it! I want to say Combat. That was like my earliest. I remember going to arcades and playing Monster House and Altered Beast. I command you to rescue my daughter with to raise you from the dead. Yeah, Zeus. And then you're like these balls and the wolves or the white wolves, and you have to get the balls, and then the guy's all like, and he transforms. There was a bear,
a dragon, and
the bear like could breathe you, turn you into stone, right? Yeah, the bear. And
one of them.
The dragon had electricity, right? And what did the wolf do? The wolf do something.
The wolf.
Did the wolf do something?
Yeah. He used to shoot across as like an arrow, but not like a ball of flame. Like you hit I guess whatever special attack button it was. It'd be a quick streak, and all you'd see is like this little fireball that just kind of blaze through everybody.
I think I vaguely remember. What's the worst video game you ever played?
First video game?
The worst.
Hard to say.
I can think of a few.
Did you ever play, what was it called, where the Rampage, where the monsters basically destroy the city?
Yeah, I played that in an arcade. That was what they call a quarter muncher, because you get to a certain point, it was just impossible. And you just keep putting quarters in thinking, and you still keep dying, and you put quarters in. And
I bought an actual game of it for the PS2, like on a disc. Like, it was the worst.
I have Rampage. I think I have it for my game. I think I have it for the GameCube, and I think I have it for the Wii. I think was it Wii? Yeah, I bought it for the Wii. It's actually like a collection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got like a bunch of the games on it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lizard.
A lizard, a wolf,
And a monkey.
A monkey, and there's one more thing. I think it's a pterodactyl.
Yeah, there's
or something?
a rat.
Oh, a rat. Oh, okay.
And then the later games had other monsters. There was a giant lion, and there was a bull. I remember there was a lion and a bull, and I feel like there was something else.
Can you hold this?
Now you making your arms are killing you. Wow. Alrighty then.
I like being in front of the camera.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that Sega is doing something right now with their old licenses. I mean, they're actually doing Last of Us. I don't know if you played The Last of Us. You played The Last of Us?
Heard of it.
They're making a show on, I think, HBO.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And where they're redoing the very first Last of Us game, but they're building it from the ground up with for today's technology. So it's gonna look like better graphics and everything.
Did you see the Halo series?
I watched the first couple episodes.
I really like it, man. I know it got bad
I liked
backlash, but I really, really enjoyed
The
it.
first episode, I was like, okay. I think they could have waited to reveal what
Master Chief?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I
Even
mean,
that first episode, as far as I guess how they introduced everything.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, the action was good. The acting, it made sense for them to reveal his face because he just has a lot of emotional, beats in the show.
what was that?
Oh, I have no idea what that. Were they talking to us? Oh,
No, what are you talking to us?
but yeah, no, they had he has a lot of emotional beats in the show, so you need to see his face, you need to see him express himself. So I feel like that's why they probably took the mask off. But yeah, no, I really, really enjoyed it.
Do you play Halo? You play Halo?
I played
I
Halo
played
3.
it, but I don't even have a gaming console right now, so I have to get a console and then stock up on a few games. Pretty partial about what I play.